Hi and welcome to this grand series by AsiaOne Magazine and URS Media Consulting, known as AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders Asia, Americas, Africa 2021-22, presented by AsiaOne Media Consulting and our preferred partner Darwin Platform Group of Companies. Through this series, we attempt to showcase the awe-inspiring success stories of some of the most eminent brands and leaders from all over the world who have immensely contributed towards the growth of the world economy. The curtain raiser will be from none other than the man behind the vision, AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders, Mr. Rajat Raj Shukl, Global Head and Principal Partner, AsiaOne Magazine and URS Media Consulting.
When we started AsiaOne, we started with a vision to recognize not only the biggest brands in the world, but we wanted to recognize the brands who have become big so fast. And unlike some of our contemporaries, like Forbes, Fortune and Time Magazine, we didn't want to only look at market capitalization. So we wanted to look at what is the emotional quotient behind the brand. And so many of you as leaders who are with us today have built your brands with passion, with that emotion that you've grown so much and you are the respected brands. So Greatest Brands and Leaders is actually an IPR that AsiaOne owns. It's called Greatest Brands and Leaders Asia, Africa and now Americas as well, since we're broadcasting to the US and Canada and all those regions. And Greatest Brands and Leaders is here to recognize so many of you from diverse industries, diverse countries, diverse regions.
We also have a message from our special guest, Shri Manohar Lal Khattar, Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Haryana.
हमारा सौभाग्य है कि हरियाणा की जो लोकेशनल एक जो पोजीशन है, इसका एक हमको एडवांटेज है। दिल्ली के इर्द गिर्द तीन तरफ से हरियाणा इसको घेरता है। नेशनल इंटरनेशनल लेवल के स्तर के लोग और ख़ास करके टूरिस्ट वो दिल्ली तक तो बहुत आते हैं, लेकिन हरियाणा में इतने ज़्यादा स्कोप होने के बाद भी हम उन स्थानों को विकसित नहीं कर पाए थे। अब हमने उधर ध्यान देना शुरू किया है। ख़ास करके ये जो हमारा पंचकुला ज़िला है, इसमें मोरनी का क्षेत्र है। ख़ास करके हिसार ज़िला में राखीगढ़ी एक इस प्रकार का एक क्षेत्र है। फिर गुरुग्राम में, जैसा मैं पिछले दिनों में भी गया था, दमदमा लेक पर गया था। दो हमारी झील सुल्तानपुर लेक और भिंडावास लेक, ये दोनों लेक जो हैं ये भी बहुत बड़ा आकर्षण का केंद्र बनी हुई हैं। ऐसे बहुत स्थान ऐसे हैं। हमारे तीर्थ स्थानों में से अगर मैं कहूँ तो कुरुक्षेत्र एक ऐसा स्थान है जहाँ इंटरनेशनल लेवल का गीता जयंती का कार्यक्रम होता है। विदेशों से बहुत लोग आने लगे हैं। हरियाणा में बड़ा स्कोप है टूरिज़्म का, तो इसको हम विकसित कर रहे हैं और आने वाले भविष्य में बहुत जल्दी जो देश भर के टूरिज़्म का जो हमारा भी शेयर बहुत कम है, इसको हम पर्याप्त मात्रा में लेकर के आएंगे। देखिए, ये मैगज़ीन जो है, ये इसकी जो टीम है, ये असाधारण सूझबूझ से काम कर रही है और समाज में एक अच्छा मैसेज, एक पॉजिटिव मैसेज इसके माध्यम से जाता है। मैं इस मैगज़ीन के लिए अपनी शुभकामना देता हूँ कि ये मैगज़ीन इसी प्रकार से दिन रात आगे बढ़ती रहे।
The main aim of AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders Asia, Americas and Africa series is to highlight the actual drivers of Asia's and Africa's economic engine. In fact, these greatest brands and leaders have been playing a significant role in shaping up the Asian and the world economy. Let's get started with the most coveted category of the series, which is AsiaOne Global Leader of the Year 2021-22. The leaders and the brands that are being awarded under this category are Dr. Vishwajit Rana, Global CEO, Global Education Holdings, as the winner of AsiaOne Entrepreneur of the Year 2021-22.
With the vision of bringing together students and professionals to change lives and drive progress through education, GEDU is an education innovator. They lead the way with pioneering educational models that will shape the future of education. Around the world, GEDU students are en route to becoming the leaders of the future. Driving this innovation and progress every day is their group CEO, Dr. Vishwajit Rana. Dr. Rana completed an MBA from Ohio University and gained an MS and PhD from Stevens Institute of Technology. While working at HSBC's New York office, Dr. Rana executed a number of complex cross-border high-level financial transactions in the world's leading financial centers.
Changing lives through education is something you hear a lot at GADU. This is the founding principles of the business and is at very heart of everything we do. As our portfolio grows, and it now includes higher education, apprenticeships, specialist training, and language courses. And as our number of campuses grow, our goal remains the same: high quality, accessible, flexible education.
Mr. Pratik Gattani, CEO, IDC Technologies as the winner of Global Youth Icon of the Year 2021-22.
Pratik Gattani, the CEO of IDC Technologies, is a manifestation of a strong willpower and determination. He not only stirred IDC out of rough waters, but also transformed IDC Technologies into a one-stop for everything, from staff augmentation, IT project, managed service to BPO services, payroll and HR solutions. IDC Technologies is a solution-oriented firm which relies heavily on building meaningful communications and relationships. IDC and Mr. Pratik have a strong belief of giving back to the society. Pratik Gattani, being a philanthropist, strongly focuses on improving the quality of life of the underprivileged. IDC is committed towards the upliftment of the society. With this vision and to contribute to strong and growing economy of India, IDC, with its initiative Talent 2030, aims to provide employment for the through campus drive in Tier 2 cities. Also, it aims to provide part-time job opportunities for housewives. IDC has always looked beyond the revenue volumes, contributing more to its quality quotient.
The company's main feature as of now, or when we started, our main forte was staff augmentation. That has been our key feature, specifically into the technology service industry. So that was where we basically started, and that's how we laid our foundation, and that's how we have been growing. And as we grew, we definitely added more product lines, which are business process services basically, then coming down to collection services, and then the newly added, very recently we have been into the non-IT staff augmentation, and coming last, which is a very fairly new thing, is into digital services.
Mr. C.V. Ganesh, Acting Chief Executive Officer of Oman Arab Bank, Muscat, Oman, as the winner of AsiaOne Global Leader of the Year 2021-22.
C.V. Ganesh is an alumnus of MIT Sloan School of Management and IIM Kolkata, with around 3 decades of rich and extensive experience across 5 geographies, namely India, Hong Kong, Oman, UAE, and Bahrain. He possesses an unparalleled expertise in banking domain like managing wholesale banking, retail and private banking, Islamic banking, treasury and investments, financial institutions, and investment banking. Currently, he is the acting Chief Executive Officer of Oman Arab Bank. With his vast experience in the banking sector, C.V. Ganesh has become an entrepreneurial and financial genius with a flawless record in improving profits.
Technology is disrupting the whole industry, including banking industry, and no industry is an exception to this. With simple taxation policies and the backing of the respective governments, I would expect GCC economies to become cashless economies soon, much before many advanced countries. Thanks to so-called fintech industry, the banking industry in GCC is going through huge transformational change. And I would expect the top 10 regional banks in the Arab region, I can see them giving a run to the MNC banks, giving a run for their money.
And now it's time for a short break. You stay tuned as we will be right back with some more panoramic presentations of success stories of AsiaOne greatest brands and leaders.
When you live in a fast-moving, ever-changing world, life brings forth unlimited possibilities. Yours to explore, excite, enjoy, educate, evaluate, and elucidate with elan. Never stop moving forward with Darwin Platform Group. Darwin Platform Group, the visionaries.
Welcome back to the Grand Series, namely AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders, Asia, Americas, Africa 2021-22, presented by AsiaOne Media Holdings and our preferred partner, Darwin Platform Group of Companies. Continuing with the category, AsiaOne Global Leader of the Year 2021-22. The leaders and the brands that are being awarded under this category are Dr. P. Shama Raju, Chancellor, Reva University, as the winner of AsiaOne Global Asian of the Year 2021-22.
Dr. P. Shama Raju is an Indian entrepreneur, philanthropist, and an educationist based in Bengaluru. He is the Chairman and Managing Director of Divya Shri Developments Private Limited, Chairman at Rukmini Educational Charitable Trust, and the Chancellor of Reva University, Bengaluru. Under his aegis and leadership, Reva University is today a torchbearer in the field of higher learning, moving steadily and consistently up the rankings in excellence. His penchant for excellence, inculcating values in the youth, promotion of research and innovation was centered on Reva University, and that has resulted in a global approach towards every knowledgeable medium that taps the talent and innate possibilities in the young minds.
Reva University is one of the finest universities in India for holistic education. It is housing 15,000 students from 29 states and about from 30 countries. A leading multidisciplinary university with more than 110 specializations and advanced offerings. Reva is one of the first universities in India for digital readiness. Industry-aligned curriculum with hands-on learning. Awarded as the digital third best smart and green campus by AICTE.
Mr. Ajaykumar, COO, Emircom, as the winner of Global Asian of the Year 2021-22.
Ajaykumar is an Indian entrepreneur, management thinker, art curator, TEDx speaker, and an author based in UAE. Ajay is the COO of Emircom, an ICT integrator company based in the GCC. He is a qualified CMA from ICMA, USA, and Master Financial Professional from American Academy of Financial Management, and has been conferred a fellowship from the Institute of Costs and Works Accountants of India. He also holds a doctorate in literature in organizational behavior. Ajay is passionate about business, films, art, and culture. He is the founder and chief curator of Sarvamangla Arts Initiative, Sarvamangla Trust, a cultural foundation making conscious interventions in the field of art, culture, and cinema. Ajay has co-authored 2 books, Lessons from 21 Films for the 21st Century Entrepreneurs, and Formula G, Scale Your Startup to a Growth Machine, an Amazon #1 bestseller.
Hailing from a small town in the Indian state of Kerala, I started my journey as a plain and suitably confused entrepreneur. It was my missions that gave me the clarity with which I look at the world today. My career is my statement of purpose. So today, I stand at a phase in my life where I'm now more than an entrepreneur. With all humility, I can say now that I have had a fulfilling career. My journey began in 1994 when I joined ABB as a management accountant. I also worked with Federal Foods before moving to Emircom in 2004 as the Chief Financial Officer. Proudly, I can say I have played a crucial role in making the company a market leader in ICT in the Middle East.
Dr. G S Matharu, Chairman, Prudence Group of Schools, as the winner of AsiaOne Most Influential Educational Brands and Leaders 2021-22.
The chairman of a highly successful and reputed institution, Prudence Group of Schools, Dr. G S Matharu, is a former civil servant who joined the education sector with the passion and zeal to reform the secondary education system in the country and introduce a holistic and culturally relevant curriculum to the education sector. In his decade-long journey in the sector, the brilliant visionary has successfully delivered a responsive model of teaching and learning that is highly relevant and challenges students, parents, and teachers to work and think beyond the box. He has instilled academic rigor by providing individualized support to each student, creating systems that welcome and engage the students, strengthen and equip them with necessary platforms, information, facilities, skills, and competencies needed for the 21st century.
Prudence, promoted by us, is a chain of education institutions operating in Delhi NCR and providing robust learning experiences which encourage inquiry and innovation. We are extending brand Prudence on franchise model pan-India. Our endeavor here is to ensure that each child gets quality school education. We firmly believe that education is one of the fundamental factors of development, and right education from the right people in the right environment will help our youth emerge as dynamic, confident, thinking and feeling member of society and the nation.
And now it's time for a short break. While you stay tuned, as we'll be right back with some more success sagas of greatest brands and leaders.
When you live in a fast-moving, ever-changing world, life brings forth unlimited possibilities. Yours to explore, excite, enjoy, educate, evaluate, and elucidate with elan. Never stop moving forward with Darwin Platform Group. Darwin Platform Group, the visionaries.
Welcome back to this grand series called as AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders Asia, Americas, Africa 2021-22, presented by AsiaOne Media Holdings and our preferred partner Darwin Platform Group of Companies. The upcoming categories are World's Greatest Brands and Leaders, Women Empowerment Principles Leadership, and AsiaOne Most Influential Young Leaders. The awardees under these categories are Mr. Shankar Garg, General Manager and Regional Head, Middle East and Africa, Zambia, as the winner of World's Greatest Brands and Leaders 2021-22.
Shankar Garg has been representing the Zambia Group in Middle East and Africa since 2016, and he has immensely contributed to the company's expansion plan of starting the business in Gulf countries. After taking charge, he worked rigorously and devised plans and strategies that helped the organization in making a vivid presence in the targeted region. Today, under his leadership, Zabia is thriving dynamically in UAE, Saudi, Kuwait, Oman, Bahrain, and African countries. Shankar was not only instrumental in leveraging revenue, his interpersonal skills have created a favorable ecosystem for the company in the Middle East and African countries. Shankar holds a bachelor's degree in information technology from Central University of India. Also, he has many certificate courses in management studies from world's top-notch business schools such as the IIM Bangalore and Wharton.
As an organization, our mission is authority. We want to be recognized as thought leaders. We take pride in our values like people first, sharing knowledge, customer intimacy, and quality without compromise. Principles of entrepreneurship and innovation form the base of each strategy. In short term, we want to work with most banks, retailers, governments, and in the long run, we want to positively impact 1% population of this planet.
Ms. Jenny Sutton, founder and managing director, Greenlight Ventures, New Zealand, as the winner of Women Empowerment Principles Leadership Award 2021-22.
It's a pleasure to take the time to speak with you today. Ventures I have backed include ventures based in the Asia-Pacific region, the UK, the US, Europe and Africa. They span many innovative and groundbreaking areas, from fintech to cleantech to medtech to sustainability through to space. It's an inspiring time to be alive, and as someone who has always been intensely curious, I feel fortunate to be involved in the areas I am. I'm from New Zealand, and it will continue to be my base. But in 2022, it is more important than ever that we all have a global lens on the work we do. I'm an advocate for venture philanthropy, as I believe it has an important place in meeting many social, environmental and humanitarian issues, which can be addressed through democratization and innovation. There are many areas which are deserving of attention, including access to finance and access to justice.
Ms. Sudha Reddy, Director, Mega Engineering and Infrastructure Limited, TrueJet Airlines, Sudha Reddy Foundation, Telangana, India, as the winner of Women Empowerment Principles Leadership Award 2021-22.
Belonging to one of South India's most influential families, the Sudha Reddy is a multifaceted leader, balancing her life at home while simultaneously spearheading projects as the director of MIL as well as her philanthropic efforts with the Sudha Reddy Foundation. Having diligently worked towards the upliftment of the underprivileged sections of the society and moving from check philanthropy to hands-on philanthropy, the Sudha Reddy Foundation works towards causes of affordable healthcare and accessible education. She currently serves as a director of Meghna Group of Industries and was recently facilitated with the coveted Champions of Change Award by the Telangana government.
Our driving principle at the workplace has always been inspired by the philosophy of lending a voice to the voiceless. From daily wage workers to single working mothers to the underprivileged, our charities and foundations works tirelessly 365 days in a year to uplift and empower those who are in need of external assistance. India is a nation of 1.39 billion people, many of whom are disenfranchised by their gender, age, caste, or beliefs. However, we are also a resilient nation. Our young, tech-savvy population is a torchbearer of revolution, disrupting archaic systems and leading India into a prosperous and promising nation.
Shri Nitin Shriram More, Head of Publications Department, Akhil Bhartiya, Shri Swami Samarth Gurupeeth, as the winner of AsiaOne Most Influential Young Leader of the Year 2021-22.
The Honorable Nitin Bao is the head of Publications Department of Akhil Bharatiya Shri Swami Samarth Gurupeet Trimbakweshwar, a charitable trust that has been engaged in grassroots social reforms for the past 6 decades. A philosopher, spiritual guide, counselor, academic educator, printer, publisher, social reformer, and a visionary of the new modern era, Honorable Nitin Shriram More is the son of His Holiness Guru Mauli, spiritual head of Shri Swami Samarth Gurupeet Trimbakeshwar, Nashik, Maharashtra, and his principal disciple. The Honorable Nitin Bao is a civil engineer and is instrumental in transforming generations through value-based education to youth and to children through Bal Sanskar.
The children and youth are foundation of any society, and we believe that children and youth with high moral value, with social responsibility, can bring a prosperity and a peace to the world. Our organization is currently working in 24 states of India and other countries like UK, USA, Australia, Nepal, Dubai, etc. Our plan is to spread our work almost all states of India and increase our presence across the globe to transform children and youth.
So those were the most inspiring success sagas of some of the most prominent greatest brands and leaders, Asia, Americas and Africas, 2021-22. Goodbye and thank you for watching.